Hello and welcome everyone to the third section of this course, that is build sec-to-sec model with encoder and decoder RNN. In this section we are going to take a look at, first we will create placeholders and pre-process targets, then we will create encoder RNN and decode training set. After that we will decode our test or validation set. Next we will create decoder RNN, and finally we will build our sec-to-sec model. Create placeholders and pre-process targets. In this video, we are going to take a look at create placeholders for the inputs and the targets, and after that we will pre-process our targets. So without further ado, let's get started. So now I am here in Anaconda Navigator. This is the part 2, that is building the sec-to-sec model. Here first we will create placeholders for the inputs and the targets. And in this second part, we will build some functions which we will use later on in this course to build our intelligent chatbot. So let's create a function for our model inputs. In order to create a function, let's type def space model inputs, then inputs is equal to tf.placeholder and in parentheses tf.int32, that is the data type, and then we will give none, none. That's because for our two-dimensional matrix of inputs, and then we will give that a name, that is input. Then targets is equal to tf.placeholder and in parentheses we will give tf.int32 for the data type, then again none, none for two-dimensional matrix, and we will give the name target. Then we will define two hyperparameter here. One is learning rate and another is keep probability. Learning rate is basically how fast or how slow our chatbot will learn, and keep prob is the parameter used to control dropout rate. So for learning rate, let's type lr is equal to tf.placeholder and in parentheses tf.float32, and we will give the name is equal to learning rate. And for keep prob, type tf.placeholder and in parentheses tf.float32, and we will give the name, that is keep prob. And we will return inputs, targets, learning rate and keep prob. So this is our model inputs function. Now we will pre-process our targets. We have to pre-process our targets because decoder accepts only a certain format of the targets. So let's create a function, type def pre-process targets, and in parentheses we will type targets word to int, that is the dictionary, and we will give the batch size. In order to pre-process the target, here first we will add SOS column in the left side of word to int dictionary, and we will remove the last column. So let's type left side is equal to tf.fill and in parentheses square bracket batch size, 1, then comma word to int square bracket single quote, and then we will pass SOS, which stands for start of sentence. Then for the right side, we will type right side is equal to tf.strided slice, then in parentheses we pass our targets, then the starting dimension, that is 0, 0, then in square bracket batch size, -1, and then square bracket 1, 1. Now we will concat these two variables to pre-process our targets. So let's type preprocessed targets is equal to tf.concat, and in parentheses in a square bracket we will give these two variables here, that is left side and right side, and then we will pass 0 for vertical concatenation and 1 for horizontal concatenation. Here we will do horizontal concatenation, so we will pass 1 here. And lastly we will return our preprocessed targets variable. So that's it for this lecture.